AI coding tools are insanely good at writing code. But if you've ever tried to build an AI built app past a prototype, you already know what happens. You add one feature, it half works, fixing it breaks something else. Now you're prompt tweaking instead of shipping. And here's the thing that most people miss. The problem isn't the code, it's that there's no product manager. When humans build software, there's always something defining what we're building, why it matters, what constraints exist, and how this change affects the rest of the product. AI coding tools do not do that. They assume that it already happened. So today I want to show you BrainGrid, not another AI coding tool, but a product management agent built specifically for AI builders. It sits before Cursor, Claude Code, Replit, and Windsurf, and makes them work reliably. Let me show you what that actually looks like. For this demo, I'm using a real SaaS boilerplate by Apptention. This is exactly the kind of repo a lot of founders and vibe coders start with: auth, users, billing, dashboards, the works. The first thing that BrainGrid asks me to do is connect a GitHub repository. I authorize GitHub, select the repo, name the project, and now BrainGrid starts doing something important in the background. You'll notice that the code analysis begins happening. BrainGrid clones the repo and generates internal documents: directory structure, data model, codebase summary, domain terminology, and the tech stack. This is super critical. BrainGrid isn't planning in a vacuum, it's grounding itself in how this product actually works. This is the difference between add a feature and add a feature that won't break auth, billing, or tenants. Okay, so my code analysis finished up. That took about 5 minutes. My repo was pretty large. And now I have all of these different documentations. I have a codebase summary, which is the high-level overview of my codebase, a directory structure, which is the visual map of my project's file organization, a data model from the database, architecture, which is the system component relationships, and the key workflows, which is the important processes and business logic flows. Now I can download all of these to share internally with my team or save them for my own use. Now let's do what usually breaks these AI built apps. I'm going to go to the Plan tab now and create a requirement. I can choose to write this from scratch, refine existing requirements, or break down requirements into tasks. I'm going to start with write from scratch. Instead of jumping straight to the code, I can describe a vague idea. Add a workspace level setting that lets admins toggle an AI feature on and off. This is exactly where most people would open Cursor. BrainGrid does something smarter. It pulls in the repo context, the existing feature structure, and how settings currently work. Then it starts asking clarifying questions. These aren't generic questions. They're the kind that a senior product manager would ask. I see your system integrates with OpenAI. Is this the AI feature you want admins to toggle, or is this for a different AI capability? Which roles should be able to toggle this AI feature setting? When an admin disables the AI feature for their workspace, what should happen to users when they try to access it? For new workspaces, should the AI feature be enabled or disabled by default? Where should this AI toggle setting be located in the admin interface? BrainGrid forces you to think through scope, edge cases, and constraints before any code is written. This alone eliminates a huge percentage of AI-caused regressions. And what's also very nice is that BrainGrid provides you with multiple choice responses to each clarifying question, so you better understand the questions yourself, as well as stay clear to the agent. So I'll go through and answer these quickly and submit them. And now the agent will begin creating the requirement document for the workspace level AI feature toggle. Once I answer those questions, BrainGrid generates a full product requirements document. You'll see sections like problem statement, user stories, access control, UX requirements, technical requirements, integration points, constraints, files likely to change, and acceptance criteria. This is real PM grade planning, but without needing a PM. This is how you grow a SaaS without constantly rebuilding it. Once I have this document, I can also click Break Requirements into Tasks, and the agent will investigate the codebase once again and begin creating tasks to implement the feature that you asked for. And here's the underrated use case. If you already have a half-working AI app, you can use BrainGrid to replan features that grew chaotically, which I know has happened to myself a lot. Instead of asking an AI to fix the bug, you can step back and define what the feature is supposed to do, how it fits into the product, and what correct actually means. That structure is what stabilizes AI-built code bases. Now comes the payoff. BrainGrid takes this requirement and breaks it into sequenced development tasks. Each task include context, goals, dependencies, and acceptance criteria. These aren't vague prompts, they're engineering-grade instructions that you can send directly to Cursor, Claude Code, Windsurf, Replit, or Codex. We got 4 back-end tasks and 4 front-end tasks so that we can properly execute this feature. This is where the AI coding tools stop guessing and start executing correctly. One last thing that's huge, BrainGrid keeps the acceptance criteria tied to the original requirement. That means after the code is written, you can validate, does this actually meet what we planned? Most solo builders skip this entirely, and it's why things quietly break later. So if you're a non-technical founder building AI SaaS, a vibe coder hitting complexity walls, a builder tired of fragile prototypes, or if you're just using AI coding tools seriously, BrainGrid is for you. If your app keeps breaking as it grows, this is why. Okay, so now that we have our refined requirements and defined all of our tasks, we're going to use the BrainGrid MCP inside of Cursor to fetch our tasks and start building our edition of a workspace level setting. In order to install the BrainGrid's MCP server in Cursor, I just referenced the BrainGrid docs, which I'll link below, and clicked Add to Cursor. This will open Cursor and take you into the settings so that you can install. This is a super easy process. You just need to log in with your BrainGrid account within Cursor, and once you've done that, you'll be able to use the 18 tools such as Git Project, Create Project Task, Create Git Branch, and more directly within Cursor. So now that we're connected to the BrainGrid MCP, I have my SaaS boilerplate open in Cursor, and I'm going to start a new chat. If we go back to BrainGrid, I can go into our build tab and follow the development flow here. So I've already done the first few tasks. What I'm going to do after I did that in Cursor is I'm going to start with build requirement 1. So I'll copy this, and then what I'll do is open Cursor. In Cursor, I'm going to paste that prompt that they gave me, and you'll see that it'll begin building my first requirement. So it pulled in the 8 tasks that we just got, and it has our to-do already. So it's going to begin building each task from our requirements. Now, if I pull BrainGrid back up, you can see that it's automatically checking off those tasks as it's building the entire requirements. So this is super helpful that you can use this MCP directly within Cursor. And like I mentioned before, you can use this within Claude Code, Windsurf, etc. AI coding tools are powerful, but they're incomplete. The real bottleneck isn't speed, it's planning. BrainGrid fills the missing product management role for AI development so that your tools actually work the way that you expect them to. If you want to turn vague ideas into real plans before you actually code, check out BrainGrid. The link will be in the description below. And if you liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video.